దాంట్లో పెట్టే బాగానే A very good morning all of you. Today I have made my arrangements ready for MCQ explanation. So MCQs are, I told you about the importance of MCQs. MCQs are very important because they decide your 100 out of 100 score. So I request all the students to focus more on MCQs. Okay. So now what I have done is I made 30 MCQs for each chapter, and I have kept as an online test. You can have that online test. Anybody can have that online test. I made ready for real numbers and polynomials. The links were given in my description. So MCQ tests were kept in my app because I have to spend some money on the app. So I have kept a nominal fees for that. You can download that app and join that particular MCQ chapter. And there are some video lessons and there are some tests also. So especially the purpose of going into the test is to know your level in the test, level in that particular chapter. Because this is just now September. If at all, if you are weak in that chapter, you can increase. If you are weak in the chapter, you can increase your study or revision in that particular chapter. Okay. So links are there in my description. Not these questions. Polynomials MCQ test is also there, and real numbers MCQ test is also there. Okay. So besides these questions, I am going to explain 20 questions today. I wanted to give these 20 questions today, and besides these 20 questions, more 30 questions are there in my app. So subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Now let me start. So this is one of the important question. The number of zeros are -5 and 3. Okay. So now how many polynomials we can have with -3 and -5? So we all learned that every polynomial is having only 2 zeros, degree 2. A quadratic polynomial has only 2 zeros. Okay. So now here 2 zeros are there. It is a quadratic polynomial given, already given. How many such quadratic polynomials can be made? So this is the question. So don't, because 1 is already there, most of the people will give the answer 1. Okay. So but there are infinite number of polynomials. That means every polynomial will have a infinite number of more than 3 polynomials. How? Let me explain you. So now if you are having x minus 5 and x minus 3, say x minus 5 and minus 3. So this is x plus 5 and x plus 3 This is the polynomial. Now there will be an arbitrary coefficient for this k. Okay, so this k will be a real number. K will be a real number. So if k is not there, then definitely there will be only one quadratic polynomial with this. Okay, but k is there. As k value changes, definitely polynomial also changes. Okay, so if the k is for example 2, then what happened if you are multiplying this, say x square plus 8x plus 15. This is the polynomial with these zeros. So then what happened? A new polynomial will get 2x square plus 16x plus 30. A new polynomial we are getting it. So if you change this as 3, again what happened? 3x square 24x plus 45. Like this you will be getting n number of polynomials. So the answer for this is a very common question. It is a previous examination question. So whenever you have a question like this, don't confine your answer at 1. Okay, so let me see what is the answer. Okay, so the answer is more than 3. That means infinite number of polynomials can be formed with these 3 zeros. You can I have done it, you also can do it. Let us go to another question. Second question. Alpha and beta are the zeros of okay, x square plus 5x plus 8. The value of alpha plus beta. So they are zeros. So alpha plus beta is nothing but sum of zeros. So sum of zeros is nothing but b minus b upon a. Coefficient of x by a. So coefficient of x is minus 5 and 1 is equal to minus 5. So minus 5 is the correct answer. Let us see what answer it is given. Yes, minus 5 is the answer. This is also a very common question for polynomials. Let us go to third question. So minus 2 and 3 are the zeros of a quadratic polynomial of x square plus a plus 1x plus b. So now there are 2 zeros, minus 2 and 3 are the zeros of x square plus a plus 1 x plus b. Now you have to find the values of a and b. Okay. So now very simple, you make the quadratic polynomial with this and compare the coefficients, you will be getting the answer. So with this you will be getting a quadratic polynomial x plus 2 into x minus 3. So this is nothing but x square minus x minus 6. Okay. So that means b is equal to minus 6. So now in this b is equal, this is eliminated and this is eliminated. Only we have only 2 answers, b and c, between b and c. Okay. Now we got b and this is minus 1. So a plus 1 is equal to minus 1. A is equal to plus 1 goes that side, it will become minus 2. So the answer is a is equal to minus 2 and b is equal to minus 6. A very important question. Okay. So with the 2 zeros, you should be able to form a quadratic polynomial very easily. So ये क्वेश्चन तो सभी लोग करना ही है. सो 2 zeros दिए तो उसको क्वाड्रेटिक पोलिनोमियल कैसा बनाना है ओरली यू शुड बी एबल टू डू. सो ऐसा ओरली कब करेंगे, आपको प्रैक्टिस ज़्यादा है तो आप ये कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. सो लेट अस सी द आंसर. Yes, a is equal to -2 and -6. So even if you are doing MCQ questions by yourself, by referring some other books, I want you to do like this only. First you do the MCQs and find out your own answer and then compare with the answer given at the back. So now let us go to another question. So one of the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. So this is the quadratic polynomial 14x square minus 42k square x and minus 9. You have to be very careful. Coefficient of x square is 14 and coefficient of x is minus 42k square and c is minus 9. You should be able to identify ABCs, coefficient of x square, coefficient of x and c, constant. So one of the zeros is negative of the other. Suppose if one zero is alpha, another zero is minus alpha. Negative, what is meaning? Okay. So if you add these two things, what happened? You will be getting 0. So but actually it is minus b by a, it should be equal to 0. So now minus b is minus 42k square by a is 14. Okay, and which is equal to 0. Now cross multiply it. 42k square minus 42k square is equal to minus and minus plus 0 and k square is equal to 0 and k is equal to 0. So k is equal to 0. So our answer is 0. If you want, before you check the answer, now you are doing at home only, not in the examination. Okay, in the home only you have to do all these things. Okay, so now you can check, verify it again and you can check back your answer. So let me check back my answer. I have removed it. So the answer is 0. Okay, so let me go to another question. So a quadratic polynomial, the sum and the product of whose zeros are, this is sum this is a sum and this is a product respectively. First one is sum, second one is product. So the quadratic polynomial, the sum and product is minus 3 and 2. Very, very important. Only 2-3 concepts are there. If you are focusing on these 2-3 concepts, whatever MCQ question comes in the examination, you can easily crack it. Okay. So now you have to find out a quadratic polynomial with this information. Okay. So now product, definitely the product will be so ax square plus bx plus c is our standard quadratic polynomial. So minus b by a is equal to minus 3 and c by a is equal to 2. So by 1 a is equal to 1. So in all the things a is 1. Now minus b is equal to minus 3, b is equal to 3. So now b is equal to plus 3 plus 3. So this is wrong answer, this is wrong answer. and C is equal to 2. So C is equal to 2. So now this is wrong answer and this is a correct answer. So this is how elimination is to be done. Simultaneously, I am working answer and I am eliminating the wrong answers also. So let me check. I will clean it. Yes. So x square plus 3x plus 2. Let me go to the next question. Okay. So the zeros of the polynomial are, so you have to find out directly zeros. So there are many ways how to find the zeros. Okay. So this is also one of the important question. Everybody should be able to do the find the zeros when a polynomial is given. So the polynomial is 3x square plus 11x minus 14. So now you have to factorize to get the polynomial. There are method, factorization method is there and another method is also there. So alpha plus beta, let alpha beta be the zeros. So alpha plus beta is equal to minus 11 by 3. Alpha into beta is equal to minus 4 by 3. So you find out alpha beta, two variables, you find out alpha beta. Okay, this is one way. Another way is you just factorize it. You just factorize it and find the real zeros. Okay, so then 3 4s are 12. So 3x square plus 12x minus 1x minus 4. Okay. So now 3x common, x plus 4 minus 1 common, x plus 4. So x plus 4 into 3x minus 1. You should be able to do the factorization very fast. So आपको फास्टली करना है ऐसा factorization. You should do at least 50 problems, 100 problems करना ही है. Then automatically your brain will give you. So here 0 is minus 1, here 0 is 1 upon 3. I got directly zeros. Now find out minus 1 by 3 and minus 4. So this will be the answer. After doing the question, you can identify the answer. In this, I didn't do any elimination. Elimination नहीं किया है. Directly मैं इधर problem करके answer find out किया है. ये answer उसमें से select किया. Okay? So let me check the answer. Yes, correct answer. So let me go to another question. So a quadratic polynomial with 3 and 2 as sum and product. इसके पहले हम किया है. So this is a sum and this is a product. Because इसका आंसर बराबर करने का जरूरत नहीं है, सिस्टमेटिकली करने की जरूरत नहीं, ऐसा आप लिख सकते हैं. ठीक है. So then you have to identify it is as similar as the previous question, as it is repeat हो गया है. So this मैं आपके लिए मैं छोड़ता हूँ. Let me see if anybody can give me the answer. I'll wait for a minute. How many of you can give me the answer? Anybody is trying? Today no good morning also. No one said good morning. But ठीक है. So now sum. So ABC find out करना है. Very simple. Minus B by A is equal to 3. C by A is equal to 2. इसमें से ABC है. सो दोनों इक्वेशंस में डिनोमिनेटर सेम है तो ये डिनोमिनेटर पहले डालना है, ये इज इक्वल टू 1. सो देन ऊपर का जो है वो हो जाता है माइनस बी इज इक्वल टू 3, सो बी इज इक्वल टू -3. सो दिस इज ए and this is b and c is equal to 2. So then what happened? A is equal to 1. In all the things A is equal to 1. B is equal to -3. Here -3 is there, here +3 is there. इसको cancel कर दो and C is equal to 2. So this will be the answer. Okay. So let me go to the answer. That is the answer. Let me take one more question. Alpha beta be the zeros of the polynomial x square minus 1. So here A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0 and C is equal to -1. जैसा आप क्वाड्रेटिक पोलिनोमियल को देखते हो इमीडिएटली ABC वैल्यूज आपका माइंड पे आना चाहिए. ओके, सो नाउ A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0 and C is equal to -1. सो अभी अल्फा प्लस बीटा चाहिए हमको. अल्फा प्लस बीटा इज वेरी सिंपल, इट इज इक्वल टू -b by a. सो 0 by 1 0, so b is equal to 0. So this is the answer, C is equal to answer. Okay, so let me check the answer. Yes, 0 is the answer. सो कभी कभी एक कन्फ्यूज हो जाता है कि वो एक्सटर्न नहीं है, क्या करना है. सो ऐसा सोचो ही मत, प्रोसीजर इज प्रोसीजर. ओके, लेट मी गो टू वन मोर क्वेश्चन. ओके, सो दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस 5x प्लस 6 px वैल्यू इज गिवन 1 पाई बी -2. वेरी सिंपल, ये भी एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन है. ये -2 इसमें सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है. सो -2 होल स्क्वायर प्लस 5 इंटू -2 प्लस 6 डायरेक्टली कर देना. सो 4 -10 प्लस 6 0. सो 0 इज द आंसर. सो जैसा ऐसा फास्टली कर रहे हैं ना, ये माइंड पे भी कर सकते हैं बट कभी कभी गलत भी हो सकता है, बिकॉज इफ यू आर वेरी गुड इन डूइंग द प्रॉब्लम्स विथ माइंड ऑलवेज बेटर, बट दिस इज हाउ. So let me find out the answer. Yes, correct answer. So now my time is over. 6:30. Oh, more 6 minutes is there. So let me take few more questions. Sum of the zeros of the polynomial kx square plus 2x plus 3k is equal to the product. So that means sum is equal to product. Then what is k? So here the condition sum of the zeros is equal to the product. Sum is equal to product. That is the thing you have to understand. So now minus b by a is equal to c by a. अभी a cancel मत करो. Okay. अभी minus b. So a is equal to here k and b is equal to 2 and c is equal to 3k. So ये वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है. -2 by a is equal to k is equal to c is equal to 3k, a is equal to k. k cancel करो. So -2 is equal to 3k and k is equal to -2 by 3. So -2 by 3 is already existing. So this is one more typical question, typical common question. Okay, let me see the answer. Yes, -2 by 3. So now I don't know how many problems I have done, but I have done for 25 minutes. So if somebody wants me to continue 2 more problems, I can do 2 more problems. Okay. So, but I will only do, yeah, this is also one of the important question. So a graph is given. From the graph how many y is equal to fx. Okay, how many number of zeros are there at of this graph. So when this graph meets at x axis, this is 1 and this is one more solution, this is one more solution, wherever it is meeting x-axis and those many zeros. So this graph is meeting x-axis at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, at 5 points. So number of zeros is equal to 5. So answer is 5. Okay. Okay. So then let me see the answer. Yes, 5 is the answer. Let me go to one more question. Which of the following is a quadratic polynomial with zeros? Same question, zeros 5 by 3 and 0. Okay, so these are the zeros. That means alpha is equal to 5 by 3 and beta is equal to 0. Zeros are given, not sum and product. Most of the students will confuse whether this is sum or not. सम को ये डालते हैं, इसको वो डालते हैं. आप 1, 2, 3 बार सम अच्छा सा पढ़ लेना. So then you have to identify, okay, as b is equal to 0, definitely either x, ये दोनों आंसर हो सकता है, because only one 0 is there. So ये दोनों आंसर में शायद आपको I'll just tick. So possible. So इसको eliminate करो and इसको eliminate करो. So अभी 2 बचा है, इसमें से आप find out करना है. So 3x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, one answer, and 3x minus 5 is equal to 0 means 5 by 3. Here 5 by 3 will be there. So here only 5 will be there. Here 5 by 3 is there. So this is the correct answer. The correct answer is this. So ऐसा एलिमिनेशन मेथड में आप कर सकते हैं. सो अभी लेट अस फाइंड आउट द आंसर. सो आंसर इज D. Okay, so again I am telling you, in my description there are 2 links. One link is to real numbers, one link is for polynomials. So ये प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं है उसमें, दूसरी प्रॉब्लम्स है. सो प्रॉब्लम 30 क्वेश्चंस है, 30 क्वेश्चंस 30 मिनट्स में करना है. सो ओनली 3 अटेम्प्ट्स वो ऑनलाइन टेस्ट में दिया है, MCQ टेस्ट, एक्सक्लूसिवली MCQ टेस्ट, बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द स्कूल्स आर ऑलरेडी वर्किंग ऑन सब्जेक्टिव टेस्ट. सो ऑफ कोर्स सम स्कूल्स आर वर्किंग ऑन MCQ टेस्ट आल्सो, बट यू नीड अ प्रैक्टिस. सो उसके लिए आप डिस्क्रिप्शन में जाओ, 2 चैप्टर्स है, राइट. उसको 3 अटेम्प्ट्स है, पहला अटेम्प्ट करो, बाद में सेकंड अटेम्प्ट भी करो. बट वो कोर्स जो भी है, कोर्स बोलते हैं, वो खाली 6 days वैलिडिटी है. उसमें सम वीडियो लेसन्स भी है, एंड यू कैन कॉन्टैक्ट मी ऑल्सो. ये 6 days में जो भी है, यू कैन कॉन्टैक्ट मी ऑल्सो. सो नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू गिव ऑल द चैप्टर्स. मे बी आज मैं लीनियर इक्वेशंस भी दे सकता हूँ. सो मेरा पोलिनोमियल्स ख़त्म हो गया है, रियल नंबर्स ख़त्म हो गया, MCQ टेस्ट. So tomorrow I may be teaching you quadratic equations MCQs. Okay. So after that I am going to teach you linear equations in 2 variables. Maybe linear equations in 2 variables पढ़ाने के बाद मैं MCQs करूँगा. Have a nice day. Please subscribe my channel, like my channel, give a like symbol. I'll be very happy, and share this link with your friends. Bye bye. See you.